Yo. You guys hear me? I'm Jay, DCA Adventure, with almost a halfway through the week cryptocurrency market update. If you love our content, please like, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications. This is not financial advice. Trading is super risky, so definitely trade at your own risk. Leverage trading is even more riskier, so gotta get your shit together before you try any of that. But with that being said, I'm trading over at Bybit, Phemex, Pionex for bots. Links for all that stuff will be in the description, guys. If you sign up using the links, you are going to get a deposit bonus. You'll get to trade for free, so take advantage of that. If you guys are interested in making your own custom trading tool, join my Discord. Link for that's in the description as well. Crypto Mentors Discord. My partner Astro Park runs that. We have several bots over there, bot channels, private signal channels, all kinds of good stuff. All kinds of good stuff. If you're into stocks, Firstrade, no deposit necessary. You'll get a free stock. It's pretty cool. I've been using it now for a little over a year. Like it a lot for my stock trading. You guys want any crypto swag? You guys know where to go. You got to go to dogelord.com. Got to go over to dogelord.com, and we are going to play the promo right now. So how many millionaires do we have from holding SHIB? Any of you guys make millions? We got Crypto Mikkel, Golden Wolf, Forex Trader. What's up, Hassan? Crypto Nico, I think that is. What up? Thanks for popping in. So we're going to go over here to crypto.com. Top metaverse coins by market cap, and I know a lot of people have been asking what are metaverse coins. Metaverse refers to the virtual space that is shared by different worlds created by the combination of augmented reality, virtual enhanced physical reality, and the internet. I've been paying attention to a lot of these. Sand is one that a lot of people talk about. I don't know if any of you guys pay attention to these kind of coins, but like Mana, that's on Coinbase. I've been holding lots of Mana for quite a while, so did pretty good with that. Here's Sand, the sandbox like I was talking about. This is a gaming coin. It's up 16% in the last 24 hours, $3.22, which is doing pretty good. Mana is down 8.5%, but it's coming in at $3. I mean, it had a hell of a run. It was up over 80% at one time. Definitely something to pay attention to, as it seems like these are all going on bull runs with these gaming, these metaverse coins. So it's pretty neat to see, and not only are you making money with the gains, but a lot of these coins, you know, you can earn and own in-game items, so it's pretty neat. UFO gaming, I've seen a lot of people talking about this coin as well. I'm gonna go ahead and start it. Not financial advice again, guys, but I'm really looking at this UFO gaming one, so just something to check out. But this list is on crypto.com. Go over here if you guys want to look at the top metaverse coins. It's kind of hard to track them down over here on CoinGecko. It doesn't just give you a list. NFT, you can go into there and it'll group them all up. It's just way easier to go to crypto.com and look at it. But over here on CoinGecko, Bitcoin 4% in the last 7 days, coming in at $62,998. Ethereum up 10%, kicking ass at 4,500, new all-time high for Ethereum. Binance Coin 14.8%, $549. So we are making moves, and does anybody think that maybe a lot of this this altcoin pump here are profits from SHIB, from all the money that was made off of SHIB? Because I mean, it made tons of people millionaires. Overnight millionaires. That Matic and ETH though, yeah, Matic's been kicking ass too. Solana, 9.8%, coming in at $219, so it's up there at another new all-time high. Cardano down 8.1%, $1.97. So it's a buy on Cardano. Normally when you got red ones like this, it's a buy sign for me, especially 8.1%. That's a pretty healthy dip, especially for Cardano, because it's kind of like a stable coin for the most part. You know what I mean? It don't really move that much. So an 8% dip is a really good buying opportunity in my opinion. Polkadot 12.5% in the last week, coming in at $50. So it's fighting to get back above the all-time high. XRP at 2.2%, $1.13, and SHIB, it is up 44% for the last week, coming in at 1,000,06867. So we're gonna look at SHIB. We're gonna look at a couple other things. We're gonna look at Bitcoin, and we're gonna answer the question of, are we going to the moon or not? Down here to dang old trading view. Alright, so in last week's video we were looking at the RSI on the monthly chart for Bitcoin, and we're going to stretch this up a little bit, show you guys here. You can see these key levels here where we were above 70. When we get above 70, we really rock it, and we start making moves. And when we're below 70, we're pretty much in bear market. So you can see when we broke 70 here, we went straight up. That was when we went to 20,000. We get down here and get underneath 70. That's 2 months later, we're in bear market. We're all the way over here now in 2020. We break 70. And that's when we go up and we made our $65,000 high. And then we broke 70, and now we got above 70. We closed above 70. Let me see here. Yesterday, or day before yesterday at midnight. So yeah, yesterday around midnight, we closed above the 70 mark. So looking back at the RSI on the monthly chart, that's very, very good for Bitcoin. We'll probably start seeing it making some moves here. Scrunching the RSI down and pulling up the Bitcoin log growth chart, and we're going to look at this on BLX. Hide some of this stuff here so we can see. All right, you guys see me talk about this a million times. This is the log growth curve chart. All it is Fibonacci levels. You got your median, you got your top, you got your bottom band. I showed you guys that how we, back in April of 2013, we hit this top Fibonacci level. Okay, this is a 76.39 fib level. We hit that fib level, rejected. We went back underneath the median band, did kind of like a cup and handle without the handle, just a nice little cup here. We get back above, well, first we hit our bottom. We make our bottom in July, and that was whatever this fib level is right here. We get over to October, and we bust back through the median band, and then we go to the parabolic blow off top where we hit the top band of the log growth curve, and then bear market immediately after. So April, July, October, critical pattern right here. Okay, so now we go over to current. We get to the median band over in April right here, make our top, hit that 76.39 fib, come down, make our bottom on the same fib line that we did back here in 2013, made our bottom on the same fib line on the same month in July. We poke back up above the median band again back in October. So it's following the exact same fractal pattern as we had back here in 2013. Okay, so if this works, if it keeps following and does what it does, this is October. We closed above, and then boom, parabolic blow off to the top band. So if we're strictly just playing the log growth curve chart, then we are going to be looking for the blow off top now to this band. That's sitting right around, now it would probably be right around 135, 140 thousand for Bitcoin, $140,000 Bitcoin, right around in there. I'd say between 135 and 140. Now, if we don't get to blow off top, but we stay above the medium band and we kind of consolidate, we kind of trade in a range for a little bit, we have to. We can't dip back below that medium band or we're going to be considered bear market again. But let's say that we don't get to blow off top right now in the month of November, because historically, if we look back, October, we close above it. November, we get our blow off top. All right. December, bear market. So we closed here in October. So November, we're starting this candle now. We're 2 days in. Let's say we get the blow off top. Boom, we go straight up. So yeah, 137, 138. Anywhere right around in there, you know, might wick up a little bit and go to 140k Bitcoin, but bear market's going to come right after. I'm taking my profits there if we get above this white Fibonacci band right here. So this is kind of do or die for Bitcoin. What are we going to do? Can we stay above the medium band for the entire month? Are we going to get the parabolic blow off like we did back in 2013? I mean, it's following it exactly. Closed above the 70 mark, which is very, very good for the monthly. So we're going to take all that off of there now, and we're going to get the DCA moving average script back up. We're going to get rid of the RSI. We're going to pull up the DCA oscillator back up. Very, very conscious about double topping here too with price action. And be watching the momentum waves for you Patreon guys that have the DCA oscillator. Watch for the second trigger wave to happen. We got our nice root wave started here. If the second wave is bigger, be ready for the top clip off. When it clips off the top, we know that we're going to be heading down. We don't want to close underneath the 21 month moving average. That's right around $66,000, $67,000. So we want to, or I'm sorry, I'm looking way up here at the high. 21 is right around $31,000. 31 to 33, right around in there. We don't, that would be worst case scenario. That's on a monthly. Drop down to the weekly. Had a nice little long play. Bounced off the 21 and the 50 week moving average, which is pretty good. I told you guys last week I was worried about these two moving averages converging on each other and getting that bearish crossover where the 21 crosses under that 50. That's considered bearish. If that would have happened on the weekly, that wouldn't have been good. We would have been considered bear market. But everything's looking good. We're still looking bullish. We did bounce off the 21, bounced off the 50, and we're starting to deviate away from each other. So that's a good bullish sign. Do have a small area of support on Bitcoin right around to that 21 day or 21 week moving average. So starting right around 60,700 down to right around 46,600. Is the area of support that we got to stay inside to continue to have a chance to get that parabolic blow off. Notice on the oscillator though, we are in the overbought area. Doesn't mean it's going to come down automatically. We could go way up there. We could get more momentum, more volume, and we could end up making a bigger wave here and get as high as up here where we're into the 90, the hundreds. It's not that often that we get up into the 90 and the hundreds on a weekly chart with the oscillator. When we do, it's definitely something to pay attention to, because you want to be looking for the shorts, you want to be looking for the bearish divergence, all that good stuff. Want to look for the momentum wave clip. Down to the daily on Bitcoin, oscillator is sitting right in the middle with VWAP wave, the money flow index wave, and momentum waves are all packed in the middle. We're in a range right now. We're kind of just consolidating. We're waiting. waiting to take off. Right now, as of right now, we are respecting the support box right here, the top of it, and it looks like we might be we're dead even with the 21-day moving average. We don't want to see it close necessarily below the 21-day. If so, you're going to be looking for the 50, right around the 53,143, and that is lining up with the next tiny area of support. So I could draw another tiny little box inside of here. See how everything lines up with your touches and all that good stuff. So be watching weekly, daily chart. This is the areas for the support that we have to respect on Bitcoin. And go over and look at Mana. It's actually forming a really bullish pattern. See what's going to happen here. Got a nice pennant. Several ways you can draw it in there. Very good breakout trade opportunity. Have to keep in mind that we were in the overbought. We are starting to come down. We did get that red triangle, the red dot, saying that it is time to take a breather and go down a little bit. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to come all the way back down to oversold. I'd be playing the breakout here on the daily for Mana. I mean, let's see how big of a gain that was. It was a pretty big ass gain. So it started here. So looking at it back from all the way down at 0.79, it's a 520% gain, which is just absolutely crazy. So good job if you guys were holding any of that. I was holding a little bit, so I did okay. We break the bottom of the pattern, we're probably going to keep going. This is a really far deviation away from moving averages, so normally, especially with altcoins, you know, it would not surprise me to see it fall all the way back down there, or at least wick to it. I have Sand up here, so we're just going to look at Sand real quick. This is another metaverse coin that I told you guys that I've been looking at. I'm gonna start buying. I'd like to see it come back down and test this nice big area of support over here. So any buying opportunities around $1 down to 80 cents, I would gladly take. That's a pretty decent area of support. So I think worst case scenario, it's gonna come down between $1.16, like I said, down to 80 cents. Oscillator, we are way overextended though, so it's definitely needing to cool off a little bit. Same with the weekly. I mean, that's a lot of volume. That's a big volume candle. We got 4 days, 23 hours left in a weekly candle trading session, so we'll see what happens. I'm not going to do anything until after the weekly close. Take a look at SHIB. SHIB is also building a same kind of pattern like I just showed you guys with Mana. And you can draw this in. This is a nice breakout trade. So if you didn't catch it the last time, catch it this time. The trade that's drawn in right now down here, this was before the second breakout. So here was our first breakout. That's when everybody like kind of started talking about SHIB. But this was a breakout trade I drew in, put it in the signal group, told everybody to be watching. Boom, boom, it played out perfect. So if any of the guys took this trade, you made a shit ton of money. I mean, that was a beautiful freaking trade. I didn't take the trade. I wasn't sitting in front of the computer to take the breakout. I really wish I would have. That would have been life-changing. That would have been a life-changing trade. So here we go again. We have another one. What up, Mangle? There's another breakout trade drawn in there for you. So if you, like I said, you didn't catch the last one, draw this one in, get ready. We're right at the end of the pattern, so it's going to do something. It's going to make its move. If it falls out of the bottom of the pattern, sell what you got, get out of it. I'm on Bybit, so I can short SHIB, which is super freaking awesome. Super fucking awesome, I gotta say. because if this thing breaks out of the pattern, I'm going to short the shit right out of it into that 21-day moving average at 1,000,000 4630. If we break out of the top, then obviously I'm just going to long it, or I may just spot buy it and let it ride, so that way I ain't got to really sit there and watch it too much. But seriously, draw this pattern in on your chart, you guys. And Coinbase has SHIB right now. Pionex has SHIB. If you're looking to leverage trade it, then get over on Bybit. If you're in the US, you need to use a VPN. If you're not in the US, then you should be good. Should be good to go. We'll take a look at ETH. Making all-time highs and kicking ass. Okay, so this is the chart we've been drawing on for weeks and weeks and weeks that I've been showing you guys. We're gonna scroll out here to a weekly, make it look a little bit better. These were areas of support and resistance at one time, and you can see how you know, you leave your TA up here, you leave your boxes, and just see how well everything coincides with each other, how the story is going to play out. This would have been a hell of a trade if you would have taken that 21-day or 21-week moving average test when Ethereum came down and bounced off the 21-week. Those are huge plays. This is what myself and the Patreon guys are looking at when we're trading, is these moving averages, especially weekly, daily. Retests of them are big because they don't happen very often. I need to get that off there. So coming back down to the 21-week, that'd be right around $3,100. This box right here is still a very valid area of support. It's pretty big for a weekly. This up here is a small area for Ethereum. Would not surprise me though to at least come back down and see a retest of it. Go back down to the daily. Everything is working out just the way it should be. So we broke out of the top of it, of the support here. We came back down, we retested it. We validated a couple times. That's our confirmation that says, okay, it's time to take the trade. We're going to the next leg. Boom, we go to the next leg. Fiddle fuck around over here on resistance for a minute. We end up breaking through, and we break through the top, and what do? We come right back down, and we're testing it as support. We validate. That's our confirmation again that, hey, we need to take the trade. It's time to go to the next leg. And boom, we do it. We go to the next leg. So now, what are we waiting on? We want to make our next area of support. We want to come back down and test it. We want to validate it. We want to respect it. As soon as that happens, that's our confirmation to go ahead and take the trade. We're going to the next leg. So, I mean, Bitcoin did the same thing. If we go back and look, I've showed you guys, especially in the Patreon group, there's the chart floating around in there somewhere where I drew a little crayon drawing and said, okay, we need to go to this area, touch a few times, then stair step our way to this area, touch a few times. Same thing for Ethereum. Everything is looking good on the daily, super bullish. All the moving averages are where they're supposed to be. But be looking for the retest of the area for support right around 4,400 all the way down to that 21-day 4,100. You want to see a nice couple touches, respect that area as support, and then next all-time high. What do you guys want to look at? What you holding? Let's take a look at ENJ. I'm holding some ENJ. ENJ was kicking some ass. I made good on ENJ. I made good on LRC. I made out good on ACH that was newly listed on Coinbase, and AR something, another new one. I have no idea what the hell it is, but the chart looked really great, so I bought into it and made out really good on it as well. So keep an eye out on the new listings in Coinbase, because if you get into them early enough, works out great. Engine coin, it did get a golden cross back here on the 31st on Halloween. It had a golden cross here where the 50-day moving average crossed over the 200-day moving average. So now technically ENJ is in a bull market on the daily chart. We're going to draw in support where we're going to think where is it going to come back and tussle. And it's probably going to be right around in this area. And actually might as well just drop it down to that 21-day moving average. But be looking for this area of support. It'd be nice if it'd stop here and the small box would catch it. And draw another small one in there like that. The small one will catch it, and if it respects and validates here, then we're going to go to the next leg. Worst case scenario, we come back down here. As long as we hold here, validate, respect support, come up, and we'll probably stair-step our way like we did with Bitcoin Ethereum. Notice on the daily with the DCA oscillator, we are in the overbought area. We did print a red dot. We did print a red circle, or a red circle and a red triangle, and we did get the clip off on the top momentum wave. Scroll in there, you can see that light blue wave clipped off into the dark blue, signaling down. And I bet you this will probably end up building a pattern like the other altcoins we looked at earlier where we drew in nice breakout patterns. I bet you it'll do something similar to a nice pennant pattern. Jasmine coin. Now, Crypto Nico, I've seen that on the crypto metaverse thing. I've seen several people talk about it. It's kind of like do your own research type of thing. We'll see if we can pull a chart up. But finishing ENJ on the daily, we don't have enough candles right now to really draw anything in. I guess you could kind of say this is valid, but I'd still at least like another candle or two, get closer to the end of the pattern before we're actually drawing a valid breakout trade. But we'll go, let's check out, do you know the ticker for that, Crypto Nico? Right here, got it. Oh, this is on Coinbase. See if there's any other. Yeah, see, it's way too speculative right now for me to really say. There's no information on the chart. You know, we could go down to like a 4 hour or something and maybe. So, I mean, let's hypothetically just say that this is bottom. You are not that far from bottom if you bought in right now. You know what I mean? Considering we are in the overbought area with this right now on the DCA oscillator. So just keep that in mind. We are deviated really far away from that moving average. They always come back 100% of the time. Always. So just keep that in mind that it's definitely going to come back to the 21. When? Who knows? This is on a 4 hour chart, so I don't really put too much weight into it, but eventually, you know, that 21 could be way up here before it actually comes back and touches it, but not enough information. I'd say it wouldn't hurt to DCA into it a little bit. Like I said, it's at bottom. If this is the bottom right here, like, there's not enough information, so I don't know if it was ever any lower than this. $0.30 though is cheap for any coin, really. Mangle, he drew it as a descending triangle. His bet is short. All for SHIB. Hell yeah. And that, Mangle, that's what's nice about breakout trades, is we don't really have to guess on the up or down or have to be right about up or down. We're just trading the way it breaks the pattern. And you know what I mean? So 80% of the time, it's going to keep going the way it breaks out. Golden Wolf wants to look at ADA. Looks like we had something drawn in here. So this would have been a big breakout trade. It looks like we drew in here last time we charted this. We had nice touches up here. You would have made a little bit of money on it, but not very much. Let's get rid of all the crayon drawing right now. The oscillator is in the middle right now. With the VWAP is above 0, but the money flow index and momentum's pretty much sitting at the middle. And look at how many red and green dots we got down here. And ADA hardly moves. So an 8% drop right now with it. Let's get over to the daily. So this is a bearish pattern that it's playing right now. Gives us a drop. Maybe make that yellow. And you can draw these triangles in all day. These are perfect little breakout patterns. I love trading these, especially like if you get one of these on Bitcoin and you get it on a daily chart, you're about to make some money. Draw this in on ADA. This is the daily chart USD on Coinbase. Super easy trade. Like I said, guys, we break up, buy it. We break down, sell it. Remember though, you got to be looking left at the chart. You got to be figuring out the story that it's telling you. It's the biggest mistake that rookie traders, that new traders make. And what really separates a successful pick versus one that's not is your exit strategy. Where are you getting out? It's easy as fuck to buy stock or to buy crypto, but when are you going to take your profit? When are you going to get out? Too many times people are just greedy. I'm going to let it ride. You know how many people told me, shit, I'm letting it ride, I'm letting it ride, I'm letting it ride. Well, you're going to be hating yourself when we get that 30%, that 40% drop, because it's been a long while since we've had a 30 or 40% drop in the crypto market. So they're going to be hating themselves. I would have sold out of that shit a long time ago. Definitely would not be buying in this area. I'd have sold out of that a long time ago, and I'd be waiting for that 20 to 30% correction before I buy back in. But you guys should not be entering a trade unless you know exactly where you're getting out. So if you're getting ready to do this ADA trade, what you should be doing is looking left on your chart. You should be mapping out where the next area of resistance is. And that's right in here, anywhere from $2 to $2.15. This thing breaks out, you would need to buy a shitload of ADA to even make this trade worth it, because it's going to go from a current price. Let's say it breaks to the top side, which I feel like it's going to break down even more, possibly to the 200. But let's say that it breaks to the top side. You only got from 195 to $2. You got a 5-cent move. You know what I mean? So you better be buying a shit ton of that. And let's say you get lucky and it actually wicks up into this heavy resistance that we have over here, into the 211. That's where you need to be taking your profit. This is resistance, you guys, so it's probably not going to just bust right through there. It's probably going to take a couple tests before it gets up through it, and it turns it into support when it comes back and it tests the top of it. So just keep in mind that when you're making trades like this and you're doing these breakout trades, if we're not at an all-time high, look left on your chart, figure out where you're taking the profit. That's right, Mangle. Nobody went broke taking profit. That's right. So just keep that in mind. Anything else you guys want to take a look at? Anything you guys trading? Let's take a look at Matic. So Matic's trying to get back up there to all-time high. Its all-time high was right around $2.80. It's coming in at $2. It's got a big volume candle, and it's not looking left, guys. Looking left on that chart, there's nothing really there for resistance. So Matic's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. We do got momentum starting to round out down here on the oscillator, so it could possibly be coming up to make this second wave. Watch it, because this could be our trigger wave. We make our root wave, we're gonna have that first wave. Let me get me marker. All right, we make our first, that's our root wave, and then our trigger wave. When it comes over here is saying, hey, we need to start selling, we need to go short, and then we're gonna ride momentum wave down. Here's a perfect example. Your root wave has to be smaller than your trigger wave, or your trigger wave has to be bigger than your root wave. Here's your root wave, it's the smaller wave. Here's your trigger wave. Your second wave, it's bigger. As soon as we get to the top, it's already printing red triangles, red dots. We see the momentum clip. We know that it's time to ride the momentum down. Riding that momentum down on that one would have done you would have rode that down. That'd have been a nice short sell position with leverage. So sky's the limit for Matic, especially if we get up above this all-time high, which I very well think we're gonna. Got these nice little stair-stepping little U's going up, so it's definitely looking good, looking good. Be nice to see Matic get up there to $4, $4.50. So weekly looking like. Weekly is pretty far away from that 21 week. If we can draw support here and on the weekly for Matic, that's a pretty decent area. I would suspect is going to hold up. The low of it being $1.65, the start of it being $1.99. So just be watching this area. Absolute worst scenario right now for Matic would be $1.35. Let's look at Sol. So this was last week when we drew this in. I'm going to go back to the daily. This was a breakout trade we drew in. This one played out perfect. So again, if you watched the video last week and you drew this in when I told you to, when it broke out of the pattern and you bought here or you went long, you kicked serious fucking ass. It went up, we came back down, we got pretty dang close to the 21-day moving average. As soon as the deviation away from it, you know to buy. Look at this, how we're freaking I thought we were going to double top over here when I was looking at this chart the other day. I thought we were going to double top and crap out, and that's what we did, go down. But it's still looking pretty good. So now let's extend this line. Normally I don't draw support as lines. We draw support and resistance as areas because that's what it is. It's not ever just a line. We don't ever just go to the line and stop. It's an area. But for this demonstration, I'm using a line. But now we want to do what I have drawn right here. We want to pick this up and we want to do it right over here. Okay, we want to come back. We want to test this area as support now. We want to validate it. We want to respect it. And then boom, we want to go to the next leg. What up, some goblin? Let's take a look at old Dot. Dot's been making some noise. So right now, Dot did make an all-time high over here at $54.56. We're going to draw the support box in for Dot. It's going to be right here at $47.15 down to $41.99, $42. This is a... And I think it's going to hold, because even below that, you got another big area starting too, directly below. So, and it's lining up with your 21 and your 50-day moving average, and that's That one's sitting you right around $41.60, and the bottom is $36.63 at the absolute worst case scenario. DOT's just getting started, in my opinion. We are breaching the overbought, but momentum, there's still a lot of momentum in there, it looks like. So hopefully DOT will come back down to the top of this box. We will touch it, we'll trade sideways, we'll make a nice little pattern. We're going to validate, respect that support area. Boom, that's our confirmation to the next leg. That's right, keeper of the code, what up? What's going on? Hopefully everyone's bags are at all-time highs like mine. That's right, me too. And just remember to take your profits or to set you stop losses. You know, whatever if you want to hold, that's your business. But if you're doing this to make money and you're trying to get ahead, it's always a good idea to put on a trusted exchange what you're willing to trade out of and put a stop loss. So if it falls to this price, this is the absolute lowest I'm willing to take for this asset. That's all that matters. Gains are gains, you know what I mean? And I don't think he was in here earlier, keeper of the code, but I was telling everybody one of the most important things when it comes to decide, you know, the difference between a winning pick and a losing pick is where you're getting out. What's your exit strategy? Where are you taking your profit? If you already don't know that, and you just get in a trade and you let it ride, you get in a trade, you put a stop loss in, but you don't put a take profit, chances are you're not going to win. Or by the time you come back to the trade, you're not going to be in profit no more. So yeah, DOT could go as high as it wants to go too. It's just, you got to be careful as well when we are in these all-time high areas. Rug pulls can happen very quickly. People can get freaked out and everybody can start taking profit. So just be patient. If you are not currently holding DOT, I would not suggest to go buy it right now just because there's no resistance to the left. What up, Pocket Change? So don't go chasing the pumps, guys. If you ain't already in at this level, you just need to sit on your hands, be patient, wait for a good retest, wait until we're back down here at support. If we get back down here to like $47 and you see that we bounce off of that a couple times and we respect it and it's validated support, then buy. Don't make some dumbass decision and just say, okay, I'm gonna buy right here because Jay said there's no resistance over here. You know what I mean? It gotta be safe. You gotta have the confirmation. Once you get the confirmation that there's support here and it's validated, there being no resistance over here is just another good reason backing up your bullish theory, your bullish idea on the trade. We are going to look at XLM because I like XLM. The oscillator on the daily for XLM is in a good spot. We're just starting to move to the upside. We're just breaking zero. VWAP's above zero. Money flow index wave is above zero. So all that stuff is looking good, looking bullish. I'm gonna scrunch it back down. Technically on the daily chart for XLM, we are in a bear market. 50-day moving average is under the 200 moving average. The only good thing is that we have price action above the 200-day moving average. For a bull market, you guys, we have to have the 50 above the 200, and the price action has to be trading above the 200. Keeper of the code. Don't worry, my friend. You can't ever beat yourself up if it does take another moonshot. I miss SHIB by day, man. I miss SHIB by day. Like, I missed hundreds of thousands of dollars by day. Like, literally. Absolutely. It made me sick for a second, but you got to realize once we build another floor, $3 is going to be the new 17. Okay? And you'll be able to buy back in, and there'll be another opportunity to make more money off of it. It's just gonna be a different number is all. You may not be able to buy as many of them next time, but you know what I mean. There'll be other opportunities. I would have taken my profit and run. I wouldn't think about buying back in. I wouldn't do nothing. I would sit and wait. Everybody's freaking out. I mean, these things go up so fast, you guys, and they will come down just as fast, I promise. XLM is fighting a real big heavy area of resistance, so it's going to take quite a while, I think. It's going to take quite a few times for it to get up through here, and it's going to do one of these stair-step deals. So we're going to leave all this drawing on here, and we will chart this out for the next couple weeks and see where it ends up. But obviously we wanted to do this a couple times, validate, get up to the next leg, break the next leg, do this a couple times, and then onward and upward, just like I've showed you guys on the earlier charts when we first started. Then it will be up to the next leg of resistance, and we can draw that in. And if you really get serious into like really planning out your trades and stuff, this is the first thing you need to do when you open up your chart. You need to be mapping out all your support, all your resistance, zoom way out so you can see the whole story. You don't want to be zoomed in where you can't see anything at all. Bird in the hand. What up, Jason S? You're mapping out all your support, all your resistance, and then once you got that mapped out, now you got to figure out, well, where do you want your entry to be? Once you figure that out, you need to figure out where you want your exit to be. You figure that out, and you answered all your questions, and then boom, you're set up for a good trade. Oh, that's sick. Pocket change. I missed thousands of dollars by 15 minutes with one of my stocks. I always look before 4 p.m. and I was in a meeting and couldn't cash out. In the morning it plummeted when market opened. Yep. Like Webull, I think I can trade. I can trade to 530 on Webull, and I think I can trade pre-market, but you have to pay for it. You know what I mean? But I don't think Webull's is very much. A bigger ascending triangle on XLM. Let's draw it out and see what you got here. Let's see if I can see it. We're going to go candle body to candle body. You coming from up here and dragging down? Boom, boom. Something like this, Mangle. We'll take a look at AVAX, Keeper of the Code. We'll take a look at it. That's one of the ones, like, I know of it, but I haven't really followed too much of the price move on it. I mean, like, there's a couple good ones I was holding in Coinbase that really took off. Like, I did good on LRC, I did good on Rally, Loom. There's a couple of them. AMP, I bought AMP at the bottom. I showed the guys in the Discord where I bought that. I bought it at a good bottom, and it performed very, very well. I was very happy with what I made off of that. Slightly lower, but yes, I'll post mine in Discord. Yes, thank you. Like to look at it. The only thing that I see about my drawing that I do not like is I don't have very many touches here on this bottom line. Normally I'd like to see, you know, at least 3 to 4 solid touches. But technically this is a valid trend line right here. Just a refresher, when drawing trend lines, basically all they are is support and resistance lines. Trend line is always valid as long as you have 2 to 3 touches. You do not have any closing candles on the bottom or the top side of the line. So you can draw them in there with wicks. You know, the wicks can be all the way hanging all the way at the bottom of there, but as long as it didn't close below there, it's still valid. So if you're drawing candle body to candle body like I did here, that wick is okay, it's still valid. It's where if you tried to go up higher and try to draw something like that, you're invalid, because you got 1, 2, 3 candles closed below it there, and these 2 candles closed below it here. So, or this one did. That makes it invalid. For the most part, it will still work, even if you drew it a little wrong. But if you're really trying to be accurate with stuff, it's just better to draw it in there right, obviously. And we are right at the top of the pattern on this breakout trade. So if you were to take this, I'd be a good play. I don't know if maybe he drew his, he went in smaller like this. I don't know. Either way you draw it though, right here, it's a decent play. It's on a daily chart, so. See, Igor, appreciate you, brother. Yeah, good thing, buddy, because it really took off. Yeah, the only reason why I didn't sell off mine is because every other coin took a run and it didn't. It was the only one kind of just, you know, there was a few that just kind of sat there and didn't do anything. Let's look at AVAX. Maybe Binance will have a little bit more info. Yep. So AVAX on the daily. Getting ready to have the 21 cross over top of the 50 for a bullish crossover, which that's pretty good. Not very much resistance here. That's what we're testing right now, right around $69. So if it gets up above the $69, let's draw it in here real quick. We'll drop it down to right there. So in a perfect world, it's going to break up through where we're at now, $69. It's going to get up in here. It's going to come back down and test that as support. And we'll make this a support area. And then we're going to try to get up to the next side. So if it's doing something like this, what I have drawing, then definitely. I don't think it would hurt to buy a little bit of it. You know, put a stop loss. You got pretty big support starting at $68 all the way down to $63. So if you bought now and put a stop loss in at $63, I think you'll be all right. I think you have a good opportunity for a run. Definitely no resistance on the left, so it could go. It could go. Thanks, Mango. I appreciate it, brother. I love your TA. I agree. Keep it up. Appreciate the hell out of you, man. Alright guys, I am dead freaking tired, so I'm gonna hop off of here, but thank you all for stopping in. Sorry it was I didn't time it out very good. It was kind of a rushed decision whether I was going live or not, but appreciate all of y'all that did come. And if you guys need anything, hit me up in the Discord. I'm gonna be on Discord here for just a little bit, going over some things and fixing some trades and getting all that stuff lined up. I'm probably going to enter in ADA trade that we looked at earlier. It looked pretty good for the pick, and especially if it goes down. I'm betting on it going down. Same with SHIB. Looking at that one as well. I'm probably going to set something up for that. Short the shit right out of it. But alright guys, again, appreciate you. Have a good night, have a good week. I hope you guys are kicking ass. If you need any help, you want me to look at something, chart something, message me in the Discord or post it in Trading with a View, whatever you guys want to do. That being said, I will see y'all later.